right, we're talking about fantasy fiction, and I just want to say this real quick. Might be a hot take, I guess. I don't know. But there are so many awesome original black characters that I find it disheartening as a fan of fantasy fiction, knowing that we're really like the black characters that we see in these new shows or race swapping. They're just it's just meant to be lazy. It's just lazy work. So we don't actually get to see these original black characters in production. You know what I mean? Like I really be feeling like that. I be like, yo, like there's so many different original black characters. Why are we why are we forced to just deal with having race swap characters? Almost like it's like, hey, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, look, we got some black characters. We switched this guy up. We made him black, but it's like it's like people that actually know what you're doing. They're like, nah, that's BS. That's BS. Like have original. There's so many dope black original characters in fantasy fiction and in the superhero realm. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me that we have to. I feel like for me, it's like settling for less. You know what I mean? It's like settling for less. That's why I like Milestone Comics, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many different original black characters, you know what I'm saying? And also, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Roya Coupe, who has just a string of just home run hits when it comes to original black characters. He has Malika, he has EXO, just so many different characters that, you know, are not hand me down characters. You know what I'm saying? They were intended and made to be original black characters. And that's the difference. You know what I mean? And the people that actually, get shafted from this are the people that have been longtime fans. You know what I'm saying? People that have been longtime fans of work that stays, true to the source material. And also, the people that suffer, ironically enough, from this are people that want the inclusion and want it so much so that they're willing to sacrifice a good story just for the sake of having characters that look like them. You know what I mean? For example, like I said earlier when I started the video, I have a show that I've been anticipating watching. And I won't say any names. I won't say any names, but it's built off literature that's been around for over a century now. And up until this point, there really hasn't been, to my knowledge, any black characters or, characters of color in the mythos, in any of the books. And now all of a sudden there's characters of color in the story. And for me, it's like you're trying to captivate us with a story that we are familiar with and we are expecting it to look a certain way. And also, these characters have history, right? These characters have history, and so we're expecting to see that. We're expecting to see, these pivotal moments, and now we got to explain why there's these black characters, right? So that's going to take away from the whole feel of it because, historically, this show, or this story, never really had black characters to my knowledge. It didn't have any, so it's kind of just like I feel like it's forced. You know what I mean? Now I'm not saying that it's not going to be a good show. You know what I mean? I'm gonna watch the show before I really give an opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? Really, but I just feel like it was just like low hanging fruit. Let's add sprinkle some black people here and there. You know what I mean? And this is the thing that I don't want to get lost. That I want you guys to get lost on. I'm simply saying that if companies know that you're a loyal consumer so much so that you'll just take whatever they give you, well, that's what they'll give you. They'll give you that. They'll give you just that. They'll give you subpar work. And, they know what you're thinking. They're like, okay, they want black characters, but they're not really demanding original black characters. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna have an IP that's originally all white, or certain characters are specifically white. Most notably, the main characters, and we're gonna make that character black. So now we have inclusion, and it's like for me, it feels insulting. It just feels insulting. Um, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Let's just try to critically think about it. You know what I'm saying?